Hi folks, Puffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for March 23rd, 2022. This is about the coup and or assassination of Putin and a news channel on YouTube called news.co.au or news.com.au. Anyway, I've seen 3 stories from that channel in 3 days. The first one was about a coup against Putin by the head of the intelligence agency there in Russia. I think his name is Borknitov, and that hasn't come to pass yet, as far as I know. But at least they were mentioning it, and I haven't heard anything about anything happening to Borknikov yet. So either he's still going through with his plan, or we'll see. The next day, the same news channel had a story about a potential assassination of Putin, suggesting it would be by a female. So pretty good odds there. But they were saying that it was because only a female in his family or mistress or something could get close to him. I'm like, I don't think that's true, just because Putin keeps really long tables between him and male advisors and stuff. I mean, it seems like they're pretty much having enough of his stuff as well. So the same news channel, again, they could be fake news. I don't know. Check out what news.co.au is. But they were reporting that the first one, they were saying the Borknitov story, they were saying, was re-reported from Ukrainian news. And could be fake on their part, but so far the Ukrainian news seems to be pretty trustworthy. And it's up against Putin, which we know is all lies, 100% lies. If you hear it from Putin, if you hear the Russian side, you know it's lies. So anyway, that should be pretty easy to determine by now. But the interesting thing to me about this is that even if they're making these stories to try to appeal to, obviously, many people want to hear the story about Putin's assassination, a coup overthrowing him, or that Russia is finally reporting, apparently, the news story from today was that Russia is finally reporting some of the casualty figures, like thousands, over 10,000 Russian soldiers been killed so far, murdered by Putin in Ukraine. So he's a madman and needs to be stopped, and eventually the Russian people will be turned against him, especially if they're starting to report on what's actually going on there. We'll see how that goes. But the interesting thing to me is how much appetite there is for this news story. I don't know how many views that channel got, but it's been suggested to me 3 times in a row. Seems like it's probably becoming popular. And that these ideas are definitely popular because everybody in the world is against Putin, except for people who are caught up in his sway. So we're trying to rescue people from his sway, of course, and stop the people who are with Putin because it's evil. So that includes Trump. Now, it reminds me, the popularity of these posts reminds me to remind you of a time when Trump was president, when our free speech was put on hold. Our free speech was put on a hiatus for a little while. Trump had the Trump virus, and we could not wish that he would die. We couldn't wish that nature would take its course and that Trump would not survive the Trump virus. I don't know if you remember this or if you were trying to do it, but all social media platforms banned us from wishing that because they didn't want to show how popular that idea was. Well, the popularity of Putin's downfall can't be hidden from everyone too much longer. It can't be hidden really from anyone for very long because we're all against him. But yeah, the Trump Putineers, the zombies, and the poor Russian people who are cut off from real information apparently and fed all this propaganda, they don't understand it. But they will when they start getting calls back from their soldier sons who have defected to Ukraine, when they start getting calls back about their soldier sons who aren't coming back. We're growing sunflowers now. So peace to Ukraine. Y'all win this, but we need to win this online, folks, and we need to arrest Trump in America, Putin's #1 USA invader, and the Trump Putineers. I hear them talking at the Ketanji Brown Jackson hearing, and they're just pushing Putin propaganda to try to destroy our country. So we need to yank them out of there as soon as possible and not be putting up with this stuff because they've all shown that they're traitors. They're all Trump Putineers have all shown they're traitors. We can re-educate them or whatever, arrest them, lock them up, or cut off their internet privileges. They're all about cutting off internet privileges when it comes to bad people. Well, it's come to bad people. The Trump insurrectionists, the J6 rioters, and their whole network of Trump Putineer terrorists trying to take down America. But we're going to stop them instead, just like we're going to stop Putin. So go Ukraine, go world, go everybody, and we can do it together, non-violently, #PillowRevolution, and overthrow all evil powers everywhere together. Because that's what the promise of the internet and everything was, wasn't it? So let's use it for what it's supposed to be used for. Thanks for watching and sharing. And yeah, show the popularity. Talk about how much you can't wait for these fascists to be gone so we can all live in peace and harmony without any threat of war ever again. Thanks for watching and sharing. Love you forever. See you soon. Peace to Ukraine and peace to the world.